Alright, let's take a look at problem number 31 on page 244. Find all positive integers x so that the LCM of 12 and x is 120. The way that we're going to solve this is with prime factorizations. So that we'll do LCM. Well, at 12 is equal to 12 squared times 3. So the LCM of 12 squared times 3 and x is going to be equal to 120. Well, 120 is going to be 5 times 24. And 24 is 8 times 3. So we have 8, 2 to the third, times 3 to the first, times 5 to the first power. So that's 8 times 15 is 120. So clearly the factors of x, the prime factors of x, have to be 2, 3, and 5. So let me rewrite this, that we need that LCM of 2 squared times 3, and x has to be 2 to some power times 3 to some power to 5 to some other power. We'll figure out the exponents later. Half is to be equal to 2 to the third times 3 to the first times 5 to the first. Now the rule for an LCM is that the LCM is going to be the largest of the exponents. So taking a look at the 2's, we know that the maximum of 2 and I has to be equal to 3. Looking at the exponents on the 2's, the biggest of the 2 and the I is going to be equal to 3. Going down the list, this is 3 to the first power on the 12 here. And so looking at strictly the 3 powers, the maximum of 1 off the first term and j off the second number has to be equal to 1, the factor of 3 inside of 120. And finally, same thing for the 5's, the maximum of 0. There's a 5 to the 0 on the first part, 12, and the second part is going to be k. That has to be equal to 1. Now a couple of these are easy. If the maximum of 0 and k is equal to 1, then that means that k has to be equal to 1. And for the first part, if the maximum of 2 and I is equal to 3, that means that I has to be equal to 3. The only place that has any judgment is going to be the middle term. If the maximum of 1 and j is 1, then that means that j can be anything less than or equal to 1. And of course, it's a power of 3, so it must be greater than or equal to 0. So j could be equal to 0, or j could be equal to 1. So the possibilities, so x would be equal to 2 to the third times 3 to the 0 times 5 to the first. That's one possibility. The second possibility is that x is equal to 2 to the third times 3 to the first times 5 to the first. So multiplying out, the two possibilities are that x is equal to 40 or that x is equal to 120. And so those are the two solutions, and furthermore, more importantly, that is how those two solutions can be found.